WWL Chairman Colin O'Toole as addressing the crowd. Let's listen in.
Thank you, fans. Thank you. I was thinking on my way to the building here tonight. It's funny, very few of the wrestlers around here give me actual problems. No friends, but the managers now. Now there, we got some issues. Seems some of these entrepreneurial lads and lassies seem to be living in some backstage Wild West. We got guys and gals around here signing wrestlers away from each other, changing alliances faster than Hollywood romances, and some of ya got a real problem interceding in matches. Hell, Skander Opar thought he was some kind of Don Corleone mafia boss who can have his masked thugs jump me when me back's turned last month. But as to why I'm here tonight, we got a pair of manager problems. Now, small problems first, as my dad says. Was I hallucinating, or did I spy with my little eye Scott Bell skulking around ringside during our first match? I mean to say, sure looked like old to short Popeye to me. A little older, a little fatter, just a touch more bald. By the way, Mr. Bell, in case you weren't aware, is currently our general manager of our WL Southwestern region, but he's got a real bad history of doing whatever the hell he wants. He nearly bankrupted this company when he was commissioner. He once had Christy Ogilvy from the broadcast team arrested during a pay-per-view because she disrespected him. Though it's never been proven, Bell may have laundered and squandered millions while he was in charge. And let's not forget, Scotty Kins, ya punched my father at the Snarl 20th anniversary show. So I'm concerned his young Ukrainian Wildcat XYZ shows up on a card when I didn't sign off on it, with no paperwork, no medical clearances, hell, no paper trail of any kind for this woman involved. In a match that I knew nothing about till it happened, seriously. For those reasons and many more, Mr. Scott Bell, sir, your boss wants to see you in this ring at Rage this Tuesday. I have many questions, Mr. Bell, sir. Now on to a big problem, a very big problem. A big, incompetent, unpopular problem that is wearing the World Heavyweight Championship. Gary Hart, your boy, the Great Collie, has been stinking up this ring since Sweet Revenge. For how many matches has he dropped now? To say nothing of the fact that there still isn't a signed contract for his rematch with Matt Clark. So let's run it down, Gary. Your World Heavyweight Champion basically called out of work yesterday during one of the biggest cards of the year. You said you were afraid for his life. Come on now, Gary. Who even uses that as an excuse? I noticed that neither of you is here tonight. Anyone who did that at their job, what happens to a fella who don't show up for work 2 days in a row, Gary? Well, I want to see you, your giant loser, and Mr. Scott Bell in this ring Tuesday night at Rage, where I intend to settle all counts, and I might add failure to appear is not an option. Thank you all very much for your time and tolerance. Please enjoy the final portion of tonight's card.
Sounds to me like there's gonna be a hot time at Rage this upcoming Tuesday. Moving on though, it's 2023's Memphis Millionaire, the Hangman, Tex Lynch, in a singles match against one half of the Insiders, Stefan Von Berger.
Look who's here!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Borger, Texas, weighing in at 261 pounds, HTL. Ever since I took my spot here at the commentary table, I have wanted to call this match. I cannot wait to finally do it.
Mr. Memphis Million 2023, or as he calls himself, the Texan Memphis Millionaire, Hangman Tex Lynch, with tag team partner and running buddy, T-Dog Tomasio, and Tex hasn't made waves with his Memphis Million prizes. He hasn't been looking to change the world, or even our WL itself. Tex and the Dogster have simply been sharing and enjoying that $1 million.
He's in perhaps the best physical condition of his life. He knows what it takes to reach the top here in WWE.
They're here.
And his opponent, accompanied by Silva, Storm, representing the Insiders from Dresden, Germany, weighing in at 313 pounds, Steven Van Berry.
Stefan Von Berger, he's about the only member of Sylvia's stronghold who isn't carrying around a championship belt. And that's what brings Von Berger and Tex together here, with the winner of this match moving one step closer to a championship match. And while Wiley and Rich Tex Lynch does still have a few months left on his Memphis Million contract briefcase, Tex is doing with the contract what he's doing with the money, spending it wisely.
And here we have a superstar with a big chip on his shoulder.
He has certainly felt overlooked recently.
Well, he has a chance to change that perception in this matchup.
Yeah, but he's staring at someone who's shown a lot of hustle to be in this spot. Whether he's studying tape or spending extra time at the PC, he expected this challenge and is ready for it.
Oh boy, he's stalking him, watching for an opening.
Oh, just floating through the air.
Solid connection. Yeah. He turns it around.
A well-timed dodge. Oh, a knee to the face.
Oh, with authority. And just a high proficiency of attacks from him now.
That's what he does. Keep on the attack.
Reversal. What a counter.
All tied up. Here it comes. Into the lariat.
And shoulders are down. Only a 1 count before the kick. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. Lined him up. Boom. Knock him down. Ouch.
Look at this Northern Light suplex.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
And he is now in a discouraging spot.
He's on his heels, that's for sure.
Both wrists captured and...
Is it enough? 2. Powers through after 2.
He's determined to keep this matchup going.
And this might not have a pleasant ending.
targeting the throat there.
Kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here, relentlessly.
Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. Can they get the grip locked in? I'm not quite sure if this man shouldn't tap out.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Tough position to be caught in here.
Face first.
Both wrists captured.
That was nasty. Goes into the pin. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating. Brutal forearm. Really just laying it in.
He deflects it right back. Quickly to cover. The pin doesn't even last to a count of 1.
He is still very much in this.
With the counter.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
It can end it here. Just kicks out.
You have to think this match is starting to take its toll. What a moonsault.
And into the count. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He's far from finished.
Both wrists captured and
He's starting to struggle here.
And hanging tough. But
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with his hold. Got the crossface applied.
oh no, this is not where he wants to be.
Yeah, but can he roll on his body? Can he roll? Can he roll here and counter this?
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. He's turning the tables.
my goodness, look at this. Like he's got 11 arms and feet.
Oh, look at this. Is it enough, guys? Is it
Shot
enough to get
after-
back in this match?
Wow.
So far, so good.
Sharp punch.
What's the Northern Lights? Ow, bam, ouch. Looking a little out of it up on that turnbuckle.
Oh, this could very well be the beginning of the end.
He thinks he has it. 1, 2. Oh, rolled the shoulder out at the last moment.
No way. No way. I refuse to believe that wasn't...
Will that be the deciding factor?
2 count. Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Had to dig deep to break that pin.
But can it be done again? How much is left after that?
This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
And he...
Can he put this one away? 2.
He's still in this fight.
I thought once he executed that, it was good night.
You have to wonder, how much more can he take?
I think there is still some shock in the air over the fact that that didn't produce a pinfall. That was nasty. I'll tell you this, guys, no competitor here is looking to give in. It's going to take a lot to end this fight.
We are just seeing sheer perseverance. Nothing is being left back. Oh, my.
Inflicting pain at will. Brutal stomp to the body. And just getting started. Look at this brutality.
This is how you torture your opponent.
Oh my God, this is hard to watch.
Ooh, that'll kill you over. Oh, look at the kicks right to the midsection.
Series of kicks in the corner.
Just defenseless as the momentum is against him.
Yeah, he's being faced with a lot of adversity right now.
Oh, what a boot to the face for the victory here.
obviously still has some fight left.
Absolutely brutal. Ruthless. And that might be just enough to win.
No, didn't get it. Thought he had
You
him.
gotta be kidding me.
It must be demoralizing knowing you've unleashed your best shot on your opponent to no avail. Oh, kick right in the back. Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars are earning all of their respect. Oof. Kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here, relentlessly. Ooh, treading all over their opponent. He moves just in time.
Good timing with that reversal. Being carried around with ease. Ram face first. He continues to press forward.
Just a steady dose of punishment on display.
Overhand right lands.
Shot connects.
Tied up between the ropes. It's about to get worse. Look at these knee strikes.
And countouts are legal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside.
And he can't defend any offense coming his way. He's going to have to dig out of this in a hurry. Oh, heinous knee to the face.
Knee to the gut.
What a shot!
And you can tell these attacks are disorienting him. Sustained attacks up in that area could cause impaired vision. Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. Taking this one back to the ring now. He turns it around.
Yeah, his instincts are taking over.
And again.
Great way to wear down your opponent. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, look out.
Diving foot stomp to the chest. Attack to the midsection. I think we know what's coming next.
Up into the torture rack.
Feast your eyes. That's his go-to move. Can he finish this off? Right end it. 1, 2, 3.
And that may be one of the biggest wins of his career.
Here is your winner, HBL.
Impressive win for him here.
This was a grueling match both physically and mentally, but to the victor goes the spoils.
That match deserves another look. Here we go.
Yee, it's a win for Tex, with El Tejano Mascarado nailing Von Berger with the trapdoor. Not only shutting down SVP's aggression, but shutting down Von Berger completely. More headliner mat action when we come back. Up next, a special ladies tag attraction as obnoxious Brandy Knox and Whip Kitten Jody Boric. The Bell Council facing the new tag team partnership of Patty Powers and the All-American Belle, Danielle Heathcote.
They are ready for a fight.
When it comes to evil, wicked, mean, and nasty, nobody does it better than Brandy Knox, Jody Boric, and Virginia Austin. The Bell Council, just Brandy and Jody, signed to this match against the union of Patty Powers and Liberty Bell Danielle. Man, would you just take a gander at these two? Are they sexy or are they cringe? Ask our WL fans, and you're likely to get different answers.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. All the way to the ring, the Bad Girls.
A big-time tag team match with major stakes on hand will have major ramifications on the tag division.
Actually, Michael Cole is wrong about that. What had happened was the Bell Council is a last-minute villain for the Jumping Bomb Angels, who Patty and Danielle will face Tuesday at Rage instead. So this match just kind of fell in the Bell Council's laps. For those who aren't aware, Brandy and Jody were former associates of Scott Bell, and the relationship ended badly. I'm sure they both know Bell has been seen here tonight, because they haven't seen Scott in over 5 years, and they don't want any part of him.
And here they come.
And their opponents, the Union.
Gentlemen, this has all the makings of an all-time classic match, and I fully expect it to deliver on that promise.
Well, this tag team partnership is literally about 24 hours old, but Patty Powers and All-American Danielle Heathcote go back a long way. So when Patty was asked who she would want to tag team with, Danielle's name came up right away. You may have seen Danielle's singles tryout against Sonya Deville here on the channel, and she's got a natural gift for technical wrestling, and we're gonna see more of that tonight in this tag team debut.
Tag team match underway. Bragging rights in the division are on the line.
Highly competitive tag team division in WWE. Winning this match will go a long way in separating yourselves from the pack.
Big boot.
Oh my gosh, terminating knee smash. Ouch, right down on the leg.
Comes in off the tag.
Reversal, what a counter.
Getting set up for something in the corner.
Oh man, inverted backbreaker, ow. Evading offense. House connects. Oh man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
She's got an answer for that.
Eat defeat.
Here it comes.
Ooh, neck breaker.
The fatigue is setting in for her.
Here's her tag. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy. Touch face first.
Got the tag. Got the tag.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
Nasty right hand. Answers with an enziguri. Crashing to the floor. What a chancery. She covers for the pin. And she thwarts the pin attempt in one.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take. Ooh, that can knock you out.
Oh, foot just stomping down. She's starting to look concerned.
All the way down. Oh, putting focus on the arm here.
Soaring. And the dive connects. The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. Submission. Save just in the nick of time. She's trying so desperately to get back up to her feet. Up and spiked with a Michinoku driver. Can she shut the door on this one? Maybe not. Well scattered reversal there. Oh my God. And she is doing whatever she wants right now.
Maintain the aggression.
Stiff elbow will break that up. Now's her chance to get back into this match.
Downward spire through the wind. Oh, what a save. That should have been 3. Sent out of the ring, not sure she wants to be here.
Kick to the spine.
Shoving him away.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
Torture rack.
Oh, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Could be tap time.
This is the worst case scenario.
Punching her way out. And breaks the hold.
Oh, leaping through the air.
Things taking a turn for her now. Flatliner. Arms trapped. Burying knees into the body. Tag. Stalking their opponent. What are they going to do here? Oh, knee right to the face. Big time knee. Lariat combo.
And she'll make the tag.
Tag.
Here she comes.
There. That was vicious. Oh, mounting it down. Just hammered away with the rights. Elbows right to the forehead.
My God, what a striking display.
Oh, vicious headbutt. And she heads to the floor to think of her next move.
Well, time for some deep breaths. And then one to the gut.
She is adding insult to injury, and I love it. Ooh, look at her answering back. And there's the save. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. There's the backbreaker. Right across the chest. Yes, tag. Was coming think any of these superstars are going to show any quit at this point.
Never say die attitude on full display.
Oh, just turn that around.
She's got her now.
The slam.
She's got her in her sights. Uh-oh.
Suicide dive!
That's playing fast and loose with your own body.
That is weaponizing your body. That's what that was. Ooh, what a headbutt.
Vicious. Jumping elbow drop.
Ooh, she just turned it around.
Oh, no, this isn't going to end well.
Oh, my God. Surfboard leg breaker. And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Firm control.
Oh, kick right in the face.
Both wrists captured.
Effort by her.
Oh my gosh, terminating knee smash.
And she may be getting pushed beyond her limit.
Yeah, it's becoming a dangerous scene for her.
Down. She's showing signs of slowing now. Uh-oh. Crossface.
The submission is locked in.
Tap out coming. Tap out coming. Oh, man, the ref needs to get it.
Things look bleak. She's able to escape.
Eat defeat.
Oh boy, here it comes. Will she get it fully locked in? Ankle lock! Ankle lock!
What a switch in balance, and that allows her to get out of that move.
Savage knee to the face.
Uh-oh. Harlem sidekick. Great counter. Downward spiral. And the cover for the win.
This is it.
And a kick out at two. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea. Perched on the shoulders.
Oh! Feast your eyes. See ya. Makes it cover.
Wouldn't want to be ya. Carefully measuring, the bionic elbow connects.
She adjusts it and reverses it.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework.
Ah, what a kick. And a kick to the back. She's losing all momentum here.
This is where her grit will be put to the test.
Ah, striking with a knee.
Just punishing their opponent.
Double knees to the chest.
Shoulders down. Could she finally put this away?
And there's the save.
Oh boy, that's a determined stare that's come across her face.
Shutting that down with the back elbow.
Corey, what are they going to do here?
We're about to find out.
You can sense it. This crowd is on pins and needles.
The WWE Universe is ready to erupt. Are we close to the beginning of the end?
You can see her struggling to find her bearings.
Up high.
What? Taken out from high above. You got to be some special kind of crazy to do that.
Grabbing a hold of the arm.
Drop. Uh-oh. Big chop block. That'll stop you in your tracks. Driven down. And gets tossed back into the mat.
She's able to make it.
Clothesline. She saw that one coming.
Painful attack focused on the chest.
And able to counter.
Mounting a downed opponent. Look at them go. Over and over and over again. And a slap for the exclamation point.
Enzuigiri on the floor. She's fighting back.
Perched on the shoulders. Feast your eyes. She just created a prime opportunity.
Kicks out, just kicked out.
Are you sure that wasn't three? Just about as close as you can get.
Confidence must be waning as she hits the opposition hard, but still can't get the fall. Elbow smash. Quick thinking pays off.
Big punch finds its mark. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Tag switching it up.
Up into the torture rack.
Feast your eyes. That might have put the exclamation point on this one.
There they go.
The admiration for these superstars is echoing throughout this arena right now.
Oh, what a slam. And now it looks like she's struggling for air.
Continued shots to the core.
Scoops their opponent up. Uh-oh. Look out. It's an upper driver.
Forget it. She's counting sheep.
Try and end it. Maybe not. The breakup.
And she's stunned in the corner.
Oh, here we go.
Splash!
That might be the final nail in the coffin.
Looking for the victory. 2. And she wins. That is a huge victory.
Here are your winners, the Union.
And the winners celebrating together. Great chemistry tonight. Gives you hope for the future of the tag division.
Great tag team action on display, guys.
Wowzers, if you were to ask me, what do I think of Patty Powers and Danielle Heath Coach? I would say they reminded me of the Hart Foundation, with Danielle's technical skills and Patty doing all the power move, heavy lifting sort of stuff. Plus, they aren't shy about some fancy double team work either. Looking forward to seeing what this new team will do against the Jumping Bomb Angels Tuesday night. At Rage, main event is waiting in the wings. Back with that after this. And what's for main event? Well, Rick Boogs has been pretty hot lately. And tonight's his first ever one-on-one with the German Hammer, Josef von Schmidt.
Michael, Corey, stand up, balls, 'cause it's time to rock. You're not standing. Fine, I'll just rock all by myself. Rick Boogs is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Madison, Wisconsin, weighing in at 234 pounds, Rick Boogs.
A muscle-bound musician.
Yeah, Rick Boogs, he gets shredded in the gym when he's not shredding on guitar.
What do you see in this guy, Saxton? Boogs is just like a big doofus.
Oh, just lighten up, boy. How about you try rocking out? Yeah.
The WWE fans on their feet and loving it.
I'm loving it too. Totally right this rocking out with Boogs.
Rick Boogs in RWL is, to my eyes, a throwback to the 80s superstars of old. He just gives off that vibe. He's also racked up a number of impressive wins lately, including one over the Hulkster himself. So Rick Boogs is flying high.
And his opponent from Dresden, Germany, weighing in at 277 pounds, the soldier, Yusuf von Schmidt.
Matches of this caliber with this level of talent showing their skills, this is why I do what I do.
Yusuf von Schmidt, former world champion, former international champion, former tag team champion, first ever Memphis Million winner. The list of accolades for the German Hammer is long indeed, and he has vowed it won't be very long before he captures gold again.
A competitor who does not know the meaning of the word quit. He is ready for battle.
This superstar loves a challenge, and he finds himself facing one here tonight.
Yeah, he's not afraid to stand up to anyone in this locker room, which sometimes gets him into trouble, but is definitely one of his more admirable traits as a competitor.
Never backing down from any challenger, no matter what.
But he'll be facing off against the ever-electric Rick Boogs.
The only thing bigger than his personality might be his muscles, Corey.
Oh, knee crusher.
That's gonna hurt.
Sky high. Splash.
Oh, what a power slam.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that? Don't let his attitude fool you. Rick Boogs is an amazing athlete. What kind of game plan do you need? Could be over here! This is it! He gets the kick out after the one.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match? Look at this. He just tossed a leg.
The powerhouse Rick Boogs locking in his submission, and it's time to rock out a little bit.
Boogs balancing himself up top. From way up through the air. It connects.
You want to talk about putting it all on the line.
Always an extra risk when you dive ringside.
Just cranking the head.
A fire has been lit inside Rick Boogs.
We're seeing a vicious side to Rick Boogs here.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Coming back in the ring. All right, I don't know if anyone can match Rick Boogs' excitement level. Outside of the ring now.
What's the plan here?
He had it scouted.
Yeah, his instincts are taking over. Could be seconds away from seeing Boogs fall.
Catches the kick. Double axe handle. Looks like Boogs had some energy sapped away after that.
Heartbreaker. Climbing up top, he's got big plans.
Watch out. Good Lord, taking flight.
And that was a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block. Big knee. And right between the shoulder blades.
And Boogs gets stonewalled. Tough position to be caught in here. Now look at this. And Boogs reverses it. All right, I don't know if anyone can match Rick Boogs' excitement level.
Escape just in time. That is something else. Rough landing.
Great counter. Taken down with a body slam. Stops the kick. Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it. Great wherewithal.
Rick Boogs goes down low. And we're about to see the Boogs Cruise. Boogs might just have it.
That's gotta be it.
There's two. And they're still in this.
It was almost all over. Almost a 3 count.
Yeah, talk about a close call.
And I think to get the pinfall, you have to try that maneuver one more time.
Launching all the way to the outside. It doesn't matter if you're on the outside of the ring. There is no place safe when you face such a risk taker.
I've got to say, the amount of punishment we've seen in the match would have already ended most superstars.
The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts.
He counters right back on Boogs.
Holy, meet the barricade. Oh, now what could this be?
Oh, don't do this.
Hung up in the barricade. In a big boot. Thrown back in under the ropes. Return fire from Boogs.
Lifted way up.
Oh, atomic drop. He's just getting beaten on all fronts here.
It's that time in the match where we all take a trip on the Boogs Cruise.
Boogs with a game ender.
Broken up with a fist to the face. The power, the strength, and now just pressing. And a drop.
Thanks for coming.
Days. Incredible. Can that finish Boogs?
Makes a cover. And he's still in the game.
Can you imagine how much escaping that pin must have cost him.
I can. These are the moments where you really find out how tough you are.
That was the home run shot that got robbed at the fence.
Another! Just punishing.
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match.
But the struggle's worth it. With every move you make, you hear this capacity crowd following you on that journey.
He returns to the ring. Set up in the corner of the ring.
Back elbow blows that one up. From behind, back suplex.
German suplex, but that's not all.
Does he get him here? That's it. The blood and sweat put into this match, well worth it.
Here is your winner, the Soldier Yusuf Von Schmidt.
And with the results of this battle plain to see on their face, at least they can say they won the match.
You can tell this guy was fired up from the moment the bell rang.
He definitely had the motivational advantage in this match.
Well, this is one matchup that lived up to its billing, and then
Yusuf Von Schmidt gets the Duke over Rick Boogs in customary Yusuf Von Schmidt style. And that's Snarl for this Saturday night. Thanks, fans, for being here with us, and we hope to see you Tuesday night for our W Outrage. This has been Wally Cardell, saying thanks again, and good night.
Nothing is more rewarding than coming home after weeks of battling in foreign lands.
Except coming home to fight someone.
Or WL Homecoming Friday, September 22nd.